What's up, guys? It's 2 whole weeks in the van, and I have some new updates for you guys, and a couple little things I think I want to try out or like change around. There's only been a few things that have changed since the last video. One of which is his collar, which you can hear the bell on it. But hey, buddy, let me see this real quick. Got him a nice little collar now instead of his that flea collar that he had. I think the flea collar did its trick, and also the medicine and stuff. He kind of had some fleas before we moved into the van, and I wanted just to stay on top of that. And I think him being in here all the time, and then just the cold weather that we had for a while, I think that just, I don't know, kind of helped him out. So now that I haven't seen fleas for, like the whole 2 weeks pretty much we've been in here, I went ahead and got him a real collar. So that way, if he happens to jump out of the van and run off, and I don't get him back, at least they have his name and my phone number on it, so I can have my cat returned. Because he has gotten out a few times, but luckily it's always been here at work, so it's just me and a buddy chasing him down in the car parking lot. I also got a cooler, so now I do have a place to store my food. I'll either show that in another video, or maybe I'll do some quick filming in the morning when I actually have some light, so that way you can see it with actual like detail, because I just tried filming it a little while ago and it is way too dark in here, and this camera doesn't pick up on all that. And then this is one more thing that I got right here. It's just a cool little monitor that tells me the temperature inside the van, the temperature outside the van, and again, I'll show you some more little footage of that I think I'll collect later, but this will really come in handy down the road when I have another battery, so I can have just more energy and I can keep that thing charged, because whenever you plug it in, the display stays on all the time, and I don't have any use for that right now, but whenever all the walls when all the walls are up in here, that'll look really nice. I also got a little vacuum thing, but it's a piece of shit, so there's no real need to show that off. Mine is just faulty. It only stays on for maybe 30 seconds and then it dies, and that's even if I plug it into to an outlet and I turn it on, it dies within like 30 seconds. So I don't know what to do about that one. I guess I'll probably just end up buying a new one, or see if I can take it back in or something like that. But with that all being said, I would like to start a little Q&A right now, and I have Melissa with me. You look so excited! But yeah, she has a couple questions for me, and I'll try to answer those in this video. And yeah, let's just begin. You want to ask some questions?
Okay, so what do you think about in the morning when you wake up, like, since you've lived in the van?
Sex. No, no.
Oh my God.
What do I think about in the mornings? Really not too much, because so far, a majority of the time, I am parked here at work, which is where we're at currently. And it's just great because it's away from like actual parking lots where people are walking around, so I can talk and watch movies and be loud or whatever, and no one's going to know I'm in the van. You might have the occasional person passing by looking at vehicles, but that's about it. So when I wake up in the morning, really it's like anybody else. I just usually want to go to the bathroom and maybe get some coffee or whatever, but I love it because I'm right here at work, like I said, a majority of the time. So I just open my door and walk outside, and I'm right. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so just like I said, the occasional vehicle drives by, and I just kind of had an awkward moment because the light went off, and then I jumped up there to turn the light back on, and there's just a truck outside cruising around real slow, so they see me poke through the curtains, flip on the lights, jump back here, and then if you're up front and you look at the vehicle, you can see light coming, my sheets cover most of it, but on the sides, you can definitely tell that there's still light in here. So they definitely know someone's just hanging out in their vehicle right now. So that's kind of awkward. But anyway, Yeah, I kind of love being at work every morning because I don't have to get up and, whenever you think about going to work and you just lay in bed and you're like, no, like 5 more minutes or whatever, right? Like, I can use those whole 5 minutes and I can still just step outside and I'm right here at work. Like, it's amazing. And then my work has free coffee and there's free snacks. So I just get up, go inside, grab some coffee, uh, maybe a snack or whatever. So I have my breakfast all right here, ready to go for me. And I just hang out with some of my friends that I work with and, talk to them for a bit maybe. Or I just come right back out to the van and I just turn on a movie or a TV show, which I'm about to start doing Game of Thrones again because I need to catch up. I'm only on like maybe season 2, and I guess season 6 comes out soon. But yeah, that's a long explanation of my morning. I guess that's kind of what I do every
It's a
morning.
little more in depth than I
Yeah, a
was
little.
expecting.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really like it because some people, like even some of my coworkers, are like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't be at work all the time. I couldn't be here like whatever. And to me, I'm not really at work. Like whenever I'm inside the van, I'm just in the van. I don't think about being at work. I'm just in my room as far as I'm concerned. Uh, but I just think it's great because I can just be like I just walk right outside and I'm at work. I'm ready to go. Just go clock in, do my thing. If I get tired during the day, I can come sit in the van for a second, or just hang out with make sure he's okay. I even had a buddy that it was St. Patty's Day this weekend, and one of my buddies got really tore up apparently, or was up real late, and he was like falling asleep like throughout the day, or he only had to be here for like maybe 3 hours, and he was like, "Dude, Cody, I'll give you $20 if I can go use your bed for like an hour," and I was just like, "Well, you're a friend. You can just give me $10, you know."
Friends and
But
family discount.
right, exactly, yeah. But he was just like, dude, I just need to crash or whatever. He didn't end up doing any of that, and I wouldn't have charged him. But yeah, like some of them make little jokes about it, but they also realize it can come in handy because on a break, come in here and just relax. Like I think I'm the lucky one. I think I'm the smart one. So anyway, that's that answer. I'm sorry for the long explanation.
Okay, second question. What motivates you to keep going with the van life every day?
Um, I kind of enjoy making YouTube videos again. This is kind of fun. I didn't I was starting to think that YouTube was losing its community aspect about it. Uh, like when I first started YouTube, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, or whatever that was. Um, I I liked it because there's a bit more community, or it felt like there was a bit more of a community talking to people or whatever. Because whenever I'm actually really into doing YouTube stuff, I'm usually watching other people's watching other people's videos, commenting, answering comments, actually having discussions back and forth, whatever, just getting to know people a little bit, on more of like a first name basis than just another person in the comments. I try to, and not with like everybody, and you can't make like 100 new friends or whatever. Like that's kind of ridiculous, but it is fun, especially here in the beginning, because the first people that find your channel are usually the ones that are the most into it, and they talk the most, and they actually enjoy what you're doing, and they give you their feedback. So I always enjoy like the first round of people that you find through YouTube, because they're usually like-minded people, and they help keep me motivated, with just positive comments like, hey man, good job, they're hitting me with like the thumbs up button, subscribing or whatever. So that keeps me motivated. That'd be like a big majority of it. But I think another factor in that would also just be like the money that I know I'll save down the road. It's not happening yet. I'm still definitely going to be very broke for a while, just trying to pay things off. And then also being stupid sometimes, like I kind of was this week, where I get my big paycheck and I'm just like, oh sweet, I have all this money, and then I just blow it like that, and I'm like, oh crap, like I still got things I got to do. Like I purchased a few hired dollar things or whatever. Like the cooler, when I purchased that, it's like $100. The little vacuum was like 25 or something. I got a new gym bag, a couple gym shorts, like a shirt. Like little things that like they're needed and they definitely have a purpose, but I didn't necessarily have to buy right away. But I did because I thought I had all this money, but then I realized, oh, I still got to pay those bills. So now I'm basically going to be broke again. But that's all right because it's not that bad. I'm living a pretty easy life. But anyway, that'd be that. Next question.
So the last question is, what was the toughest decision you had to make when deciding to move into the van?
I didn't want to give up Wi-Fi, like, you know, your own home Wi-Fi, because I loved it. It was great, you know. Like I had Comcast. Comcast is hard to work with sometimes, but other than that, the internet connection was always pretty good as far as I know. I don't like that, but it's not that big of a deal. I've been learning to work without it. And I also didn't want to give up my game systems because I do like playing video games. I guess most of it's just internet, really. Because like now I don't have my Netflix to watch. And that was the majority of the time before was Netflix. But now I've just been learning to like download videos and watch them. And that's been better. You know, it's all free type of stuff. So while it's not encouraged to download stuff, there's a way to do it, and it is very nice. But yeah, just my video game systems, my big TV. My TV was probably like the size of this wall almost. Maybe not as big as that wall, but it's pretty damn close, and that was just one of them. And then I had another TV that was like, you know, that I had like a 42-inch and like a 32-inch TV. So giving those up kind of sucked. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a bit of privacy that you have with a home. You know, you park at the home and that's your place and you can just go inside and be fine. Now when I'm in the van, I kind of am bummed out because I'm like looking for places to sleep, and I don't mind that most of the time, but sometimes it kind of sucks. Like say if I park at like a Walmart or whatever, I don't want to make a lot of noise because I don't want to draw attention to the van and people being like, oh, someone inside there or whatever. So I stay really quiet, and that kind of sucks. But usually I'm just trying to sleep anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. If I want to do stuff, I just go park somewhere else. But yeah, just those kind of things. I guess just like privacy and Wi-Fi. Having your own Wi-Fi is really nice. So yeah, that'd be it. So yeah, those were like 3 questions. Thank you, Melissa, for coming up with a few really good questions for me to answer. What about you? You've been not really in this van living this life, but you're definitely here like 2 days out of the week or 3 days out of the week hanging out. What do you think of the van with this first 2 weeks down?
I think the van has come a long way in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting any of this quickly, to be honest. I'm excited to see it completely finished, and I kind of wish it was finished. It'd be a lot nicer, you know, you'd be able to do a lot more in it, but it's...
Hey, the lights again! Voila!
But being in the van 2 or 3 days out of the week isn't too bad. I definitely wouldn't want to live in a van, I don't think, at least not right now. But it's fun, it's different, it's, you know, it's a whole different experience compared to, you know, living in a house or living in an apartment or, you know, it's different. It's definitely different.
Why wouldn't you want to do it full time?
I don't think I could. I have too much shit.
Yeah, that is true. Way too much stuff.
I'd have to get the extended van with, you know, in your words, the turtle top, so I could stand up. I'd want to do too much to it.
Right.
I would be broke.
You'd still
like,
just
totally
have
broke forever.
It'd be like a mini, like an actual like mini house.
Yeah,
but
I
just
see. I could
with
do the
wheels.
tiny house thing,
Right.
like actually build the tiny house. That would be awesome. But the van it's similar, but it's still really, really different.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's probably very true with her because we did live together for a short period of time,
It's like
and
8 months, 9
it's
months.
still a short period of time out of our lives, like comparatively. Okay, fine. We lived together for a little while. For those of you that do not know this, we are not dating. Sorry, to she don't like that, but I wanted to move into the van, and I just have other things and whatever in my mind, and I just dating and all that type of stuff is just not something I'm all that into. But I do love this girl. I do have love for her and stuff. She hates the hell out of me, but yeah, we did live together for a while, and the way a female is able to take over a bathroom is pretty impressive. With just like the sheer amount of stuff that, like, she was putting up shelves just so she could put more shit into the bathroom. Yeah, so she does have a lot of stuff, and then there's clothes and whatever else. She even got a new shirt like yesterday from a friend. You want to show off your shirt? You've been so happy about it. Our friend Lisa got this for her, or somehow they figured out like a money agreement, I guess. But
It's the back of it. And
yeah, it's like a baseball jersey type of thing, right?
the front of it has a little Pikachu on the front.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Just a button up. And then I got a new shirt today too.
Oh, this one you're
Yep.
wearing? Yeah, that's right, Planet Fitness. For those of you, 'cause I know a few of you guys like her face. Do you care if I link your Instagram or something?
No, go
Probably
ahead,
get some
that's fine.
followers or whatever out of this. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. That's basically something I want to try to do like every. I could film these on Sunday, post them on Monday. It's still all up in the air. But basically a Sunday or a Monday thing. I like Sunday before because I'm always off on Sundays. So I have time to film. And also, there's not much video content that gets put out on Sundays. So I figured, hey, I could fill a gap by putting out my videos like once a week on Sunday. I do plan on doing more than one video a week, but basically I just wanted to have a series of to make sure I put out at least one video a week is basically what I'm trying to get at. So that'd actually be a good thing to know in the comments below what you guys think. Should I post a video on Sundays or Mondays? Either way, it's going to be my that week in the van, so it'll be that week plus a Q&A. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Hit me with some questions. I look forward to hearing from you all. And yeah, that's it. I will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.